The following announcement has been paid for by the NCO. You're pretty good, but you're no Connor Oberst.
Alright guys, no team builder this week, but I will go over the team really briefly. So, Volcanion, it's a beast. His only thing that really doesn't want to take the Steam Eruption is Mega Venusaur if he's especially defensive. So I kind of expected that. Otherwise, I don't think Volcanion has a great matchup this week. Gengar, offensively huge. He's got nothing for a ghost type. You know, he could have Pangoro or Drapion, but even still, I have Specs, Modest Gengar. It's going to hit really hard. We got a Defog Sizer, which is also going to be really, really great. Can help me out when Porygon 2 can't take hits. Defog if I need to. Bullet Punch is great. Scarf Ments, hopefully cleaning up with Moxie. Didn't really think about Sash Alakazam, and as you can see, he brought Alakazam, so that's a bit spooky. And what else do we bring? Oh yes, and Rhyperior. Setting up rocks, I have Metal Burst and Rindo Berry, so maybe I could take out Venusaur in one hit. That'd be nice. So really only my only real good shot at, you know, stopping Darmanitan, which he didn't actually bring. I do have Fire Blast on it, which is for Skarm, which could be really, really fun. So, without further ado, let's start the match. So, I'm going to start off with Volcanion. I figure the only thing you can switch into Volcanion is Mega Venusaur. So, if he doesn't start with Venusaur, like he did here, because he's smart, I could potentially just predict, shoot off Fire Blast, and hope it hits a Venusaur who's regular. I know he's going to Sleep Powder here, and I'm like, man, Volcanion, your usefulness in this match is not great, but it's a big threat, and I like it, so I brought it. Yeah. But as far as things going to sleep, I let him do it. Bring in Sizer, because I know that, you know, he's going to be able to take on this Venusaur, barring HP Fire, but I hard switch out, testing the HP Fire. We both switched. I brought in Volcanion, trying to burn some sleep. Fire Blast, missed it on Skarmory, which really sucks, because obviously that would have annihilated it. And then I Steam Eruption here. I'm hoping for a burn, seeing what I'm going to do, because if I get a burn on Venusaur, that would be amazing, because my plan is just like whittle it down, and eventually it will be whittled enough where I can hurt it. So I stay in, try to burn another turn of sleep, take a Sludge Bomb. It does less than half, which feels pretty okay. But now I'm going to switch out into Sizer, especially defensive Defog. Alright, I'm like, okay, yeah, he didn't HP Fire before, so maybe he won't again. I Mega Evolve, and I see he's staying in. I'm like, oh shit, he has it. Fudge. So, HP Fire, I live it. I go for Knockoff because I thought he'd go on Skarmory, but alas, he did not, so I switch. I gotta go into Ishii because at this point, I'm like, well, with a clean switch, I can take the HP Fire. I have the Rindo Metal Burst, so if he Giga Drains me, which is pretty safe, I can do that. But he doesn't. I go for it. It's revealed, and it actually turns out he doesn't even have Giga Drain at all. He Toxics me here while I get my Stealth Rocks up. Feels pretty great. Although I look at Skarmory, I look him dead in the eye, I'm like, next time. I go into Porygon 2. I'm going to copy his Sturdy with Trace. I'm a sturdy-ass P2. Take this Brave Bird. No problem. Ow! Nothing. Oh yeah. Too sweet me, baby. So now I'm going to go for T-Wave here. And I actually was an idiot and didn't notice that he didn't heal. Because I'm stupid. But I go into Rhyperior because I want to block the switch. I also think he might be packing Toxic for P2 specifically if he had the Volt thing. I go for Fire Blast here because I know he's going to go back on Skarm. Hadouken! Smashed! Oh baby, it did so much damage. He red cards me out, which is fine. I go into P2, which is actually the only other thing that would be awesome in this situation. It can handle it pretty well. So I go for a Thunderbolt here on his Roost. It seemed like the safest play to do. It still does a little bit. He's at half. I know he's going to Roost again, so I'm actually going to T-Wave him, make him slower so I can get off these super effective Thunderbolts. And that will feel really good to me. I kind of wanted to go for Tri-Attack here because I figured he'd be switching out, but I was like, safe play, safe play. T-Bolt on this Venusaur. Does a little bit of damage, obviously, you know, pretty much nothing. Crits me with the Sludge Bomb as I Thunder Wave it, because I'm like, okay, I know that he is, you know, faster than my Volcanion, and I put speed in my Volcanion enough to outspeed 12 or 16 EVs in speed for Venusaur, so I know he's running at least 20. So I would like it to be slow. I go for a Tri-Attack here. It does a chunk, but really not enough. So I'm going to switch out here and actually go into Rhyperior because it seems like a pretty good switch in at this point. Because eventually he's going to poison my P2, and I know that's going to happen. It actually worked out great because he got paralyzed there, and I can Earthquake him. It actually does a fair amount of damage, but Synthesis going to heal him back up to almost full as I take toxic damage, and I'm like, man, I can't be fucksing around with you. I just gotta keep Earthquaking because I'm, you know, this is a losing battle for me. But I mean, Rhyperior, his utility is limited at this point. He got rocks up. I'm happy with that. Another Hadouken Fire Blast, right? The Skarmory, super effective as he's gonna Brave Bird, and as he Brave Birds, I will live, but I will die to poison, and that'll be all she wrote for Rhyperior, who actually did a lot more than I thought he would. Hoping we could get off that Rindo Berry Metal Burst play, but just didn't happen. Now at this point, I know that he's got nothing for Shadow Ball, so I just Shadow Ball him, and Skarmory is done. That felt pretty good. It actually felt really, really, really good. Now, as I live and breathe, Jolteon is here, and I'm like, Jolteon, why do you exist? I go into P2 and I trace, and I'm like, fuck, it's Quick Feet. No, 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 no. It felt terrible, it felt awful, and I was like, well, that just kills P2 now, like, he's useless. And so now I go into Volcanion because I'm like, man, his usefulness right now, he's asleep, it's just not, it's not gonna happen, bro. So I let him go out, and it's not like I could have left Gengar in, like I would have died, but anyways, Scarf Mence, Dragon Claw, get the Moxie boost, feels really good, and in comes Zam, and I'm like, oh no, he's probably got Focus Sash. And really, I think, in retrospect, I think my play here is sacking Mence and hitting Alakazam, because it would have broke his Sash. I have priority, and, you know, that feels like the smartest play. As I Bullet Punch this thing on its Swishin', I'm going to Bullet Punch it again, and get knocked off in Deadsies from Pangoro. Gonna go into my Gengar, and actually he's Scarfed, so Gengar gets it too. I'm like, fuck. Well, that's the game. Fucking Pangoro. 2 kills this week. That was pretty cool. So I ring back in Tamatanga. I'm gonna get this kill, this Moxie boost. I'm gonna click Outrage. I'm like, well, on the off chance that maybe Nick put on Focus Ban, maybe I can win this with Outrage and Moxie boost. That'd be really good for me. I'd really appreciate it. And if you could, please, Nick, don't have Focus Sash. Ah, fuck. Got the crit. +1 Outrage on the Zam. He goes for T-Wave as the safest play in the book in case I had Yachi or something. I'm not sure. He goes for HP Ice, and knocks me out, and that's game. So I lose Nick 3-0, and I can't complain. Another member of NCO. So in the long run, NCO is still on top. That's how we do things around here in these parts. GBA for life. Atlanta Hawluchas, baby. If you want to buy a shirt for me or any of the other GBA bros, you can check out this link in the description. But I suggest you buy an Atlanta Hawluchas because this loss will only be one of few, maybe only one of one. I plan on winning more and more and more. Now, it's really hard to cut a promo after you just lost, but I do hope that you liked this narration. I actually did a live narration too, so let's say, what say you guys? Let's set a goal. Hold on. I'm going to, in real time, right now, pull up my YouTube. I'm going to go to week 1 of season 5. I'm going to tell you some stats about it. So, let's do this. Because I'm pretty sure that was one of my most watched of last season. So, as I fill time... This is not the Jeopardy song anymore, I don't think. Alright, you know what? Here, let's do actually, because I think my playoff match versus Dan might have done a little, like, slightly better. So, here's what I want. No, week 1. Alright, season 5, week 1. It did 4,139 views and got 261 likes. Here is your goal. If this video gets... I'm going to set the bar low because I have less than 2,000 subscribers. If this gets 3,000 views and 250 likes, I will upload the live comm. That's right, you heard it. You will hear my first ever live comm should you get 3,000 views and 250 likes on this video. If you don't, I won't be disappointed because fuck live comms and fuck your mom. Just kidding, I'm sure she's a lovely lady. You guys have been great, I'm sure. Leave comments, I love them, I read them, I reply to them. Alright, I love you babies. Bye.